Aries, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. What a pleasure it is to sit here and read for you. It's been a little extra time since I've sat for you. I think it's been about 9 days since I've posted for Aries, and I wanted to apologize for a little bit of the longer wait. I took my time doing the May energies for each sign. I really wanted to sit with it, and I slowed things down a bit, which has been really nice. I'm shifting gears. I wanted to do something that I haven't done in a while for you all. I just got out all of the messages for May, the general energy messages for May. I wanted to do a strictly love message for May. I want to talk about love. I want to talk about your love life. And for those of you who are like, Jenna, I'm already clicking away. If you're not interested in love, if you're taking a time out because you're healing from a recent situation, or you have no interest in pursuing romantic love, this is about your relationship with yourself and self-love. And I also encourage all of you who are either in a relationship or dating or getting prepared to date, this applies as well. Self-love is always the foundational work that we must do in order to attract love and maintain healthy relationships when it comes to romance. So we're going to be pulling from a lot of different decks today. I was very pleased with what I did for myself. I always read for myself, for my situation first, get the guidance, make sure Spirit and I have a little conversation. So some of these decks might be familiar to you, and some of them might not. I haven't pulled some of these in a really long time since I first started the channel back in August. So let's get started, shall we? Thank you for being here today with me. I love you all. I love being here, and I love sharing messages from Spirit. All right. We're first going to be drawing upon what the spirit animal guidance is around your love life overall. What is the overall message for you? And thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Aries for the month of May. Spirit animal guidance. This is strictly geared towards love in your life. Love for self or love for the person on your mind coming into this reading, okay? Let's see. Aries. What animal wants to come forward? We're only going to do one. Spirit animal. Okay. There we go. Ooh, hedgehog. Trust. You may have trust issues overall or with this person on your mind. It's about self-trust. For those of you who are not interested in love, romantic love, this is a reminder that even if you feel that others do not understand you or get what you are doing, it is no excuse to curl up and hide. Sure, you may need a little bit of space right now, but the world needs your gifts. You are more than worthy. So as this applies to love in your life, if you've had some repeating patterns for you, in the month of May, I think you're going to start looking at where you have felt grossly misunderstood by the people that you choose in romance. And this tendency to pull back when you feel like you're not being heard. This is about being open and knowing that you were worthy, and that when that wound gets hit, it's a reminder that just because you're not feeling seen or heard, it doesn't mean that you give up. You might have a tendency to have this wound hit you so much in the past that when you feel it again, you just completely close down and shut down. And it's out of a feeling of self-protection. But the hedgehog is here to remind you that the more self-trust you have, the more you're going to be able to open up and trust other people, especially in the month of May. I feel like you have a lot of gifts that you bring to love in general when you are with the person on your mind. If it's someone you're getting to know right now, or if it's someone you're actually in a commitment with, there is this beautiful expression that you have in your heart space. I'm getting this overall feeling of you get timid around love, especially when you feel like you can't trust someone, or you're not feeling heard or understood. All right. Now we're going to go into the Messages of Love Oracle. Now this is going to be more pertinent to the person on your mind, right? What are the messages of love for you for the month of May? It also has to do with you as well. We're doing both this month. Messages of Love Oracle, Aries. For Aries, we'll do one more. And then we're going to go into your tarot messages. Well, there might just be one message for now. I might come back to it. I feel like you pull away, Aries. You're like, I don't know if I want to talk about love. Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe you're scared. Are you feeling scared, Aries, about something? Ooh, okay. Messages of love. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Regret. Someone's in some regret here, Aries. Maybe that's why you're having some trust issues. I think this is the energy that you're bringing in. Currently, you're feeling this. Unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. I'm getting this. This has less to do with the technology aspect. This is about, for me, reading this, my first initial hit, Spirit was trying to convey, is that you might feel like in order for a relationship to work, or this particular experience that you're having, is it takes so much work. Why? You feel like it's going to be hard. And so Spirit is saying unplug from whatever you perceive as it's going to be a difficult experience because of what you've been going through. Obviously, someone is feeling regretful and they know that you have your guard up a bit. Now, if this has to do with self-love, you may have a tendency to put yourself last. And in order for you to really strengthen your relationship with your own self, in your own self-love, try to pull away from technology this month the best you can and really tune into you in your own heart space and what your inner being is trying to tell you, which I call your soul being. Okay? Let's get started into the tarot. Here we go. We're going to talk about what you want in May, what the person on your mind wants in May, the relationship, the past, and where things are going. Where are things going in your love life between you and this person or a future person that you have yet to meet? What could be potentially happening for those of you who are absolutely single? Was it someone said on my page the other day, single like a Pringle? But aren't Pringles like something you eat a lot of? Yeah, but I thought it was cute. At least for me, when it comes to those kind of chips, I cannot be trusted with a canister of those. All right. Ooh, yeah, you're hermiting. I felt like there's this overall energy. You're like, I think I want to just kind of be alone in May. I'm not so sure. You're also being called to really spend some time on your own inner self-reflection about what this situation has been bringing up in you, Aries, or the energy of being on your own lately and what it's inspired, this inspiration of learning more about you and how you operate. I think you're trying to clear up the beliefs around love is hard, love takes so much work, and forgiveness. If someone is feeling regretful for the way that they handled things with you, I think you're going inward to clear up the trust issues and doing a lot of soul searching in May. Ooh, they want to nurture you in the deepest possible way, in every possible way. They want to nurture you with affection, intimacy, gifts, dates. They see you as a beautiful, beautiful person. They want to nurture you. This is the most nurturing card in the deck. They want to give you unconditional love. I feel you're a bit distanced this month when it comes to your heart space and others. And for those of you reflecting on self-love, this is like the most gorgeous self-love you could possibly pull. A desire to go inward, a desire to nurture self, falling in love with yourself, falling in love with even the whole concept of self-love. Very healing energy. All right, energy of the relationship. Ooh, there's definitely some trust issues here. Definitely been some trust issues that you're working on overcoming. All right, let's talk about the past. King of Wands was a strong attraction, though. Strong attraction. There was some movement forward. I feel like things have kind of halted. The month of May, I feel like I've got a little gnat here that's just wants to, and that might be what's going on. It's not a coincidence. It's like this, when trust sinks in, it's like a poison. When distrust. So I think you're working hard on trying to understand why you feel the way you feel this way, or why you feel this way in the month of May. I still feel like there's a strong attraction. Wow. All right. Where are things going in May? Towards the mutual expression of love. You could be, for those of you who are in a commitment, there's been some things that have bubbled up in the surface, underneath the surface. Well, I'm having a hard time speaking this morning. There's been quite a bit that's been, and maybe that's another non-coincidence. You might have a hard time even understanding what the heck has been going on between you and this person. That's why you're going inward, trying to get some answers here. Your intuition is telling you about what to do, how to handle this person. It is heading in the right direction. Perhaps after, I feel as though walls were erected and now walls are going to come down. Let's clarify these messages, okay? Let's go deeper into this. I'm going to do some shuffling here. Ooh, yeah. This has been pretty transforming. I don't know how long you've known this person. And for those of you who haven't even met this person, you're really working on yourself and doing all the beautiful things that you need to do to glow up, to increase your confidence. You might be working on your appearance, getting healthier, working on your daily routine, your own stability, your own self-trust. You have the opportunity to really go toward a great deal of fulfillment and happiness and joy and inner peace in the situation, but I think it's going to require you to either, some of you were moving past and ending and healing from it. Some of you are feeling like things may have stopped before they even started, but there's so much potential. I feel like there's so much potential in this to resurrect the love, no matter if this is new or old. All right, let's go into why you're hermiting a bit in the month of May. You're still communicating. I think whatever you may be trying to move past, something that's ending, whether a rough patch and you're trying to clear up the communication. All you know is whatever's been difficult in the way you're relating to this person, you want it to change. You want it to transform. And I think it's transforming both of you. When it comes to your own self-love, this is about you really communicating with your own inner guidance, listening to the universe, connecting more with the world around you, and in your own interior landscape, Aries, for those of you who are absolutely single, not gonna mingle. All right, let's talk about Hermit energy here for the month of May. Spirit is indicating you need to spend a lot of time on your own as well this month. I sense that it's not that you're unwilling to communicate with this person, but you also need time to absorb and move through what you're feeling. And also I'm getting that, wanting that reassurance that it's safe. Yeah. Woo. This is beautiful energy. Again, what it came out in the pre-shuffle, we have the death, rebirth, 9 of Cups with the King of Wands. The more you go inward and the more you reflect on what's happened with this person, the more you're realizing, all right, I still have a lot of desire for this. I feel like the ball's in your court, Aries, when it comes to this other person. About the direction. This feels very transformative, this connection, and very deep, very deep. As you look in, there might be a lot of unknowns, but you have a good feeling. It's almost like a connection that you are so drawn to. There's a magnetic quality to you and this person. You're going to go through a lot of little deaths with this person. I feel like you both are having to check your egos at the door, because if you don't, it's going to mess it up. It's what's bringing the trust issues, because you can have this beautiful soul connection. It feels destined. It's fated. You could have these wonderful memories. You've been together. And then when it's hard, you know, when the highs are really high and the lows are really low, those are hard relationships to ride out. Let's talk about the past, this King of Wands. I feel like this is the attraction. Sometimes in love readings, this is the love at first sight type of energy. Ooh, wow. Some of you, this might be a little bit of an obsession. It started out as a little bit of an obsession, this strong connection, and maybe even a little bit of limerence. Limerence, look it up if you're not sure, where you start creating a fantasy world about a person without ever really getting to know the real person. And I've done this too, where I've romanticized a person beyond how they really show up, and then I'm trying to make them fit with what I want them to be. It's a very in-depth, deep dive. If you start studying limerence, if you have a capacity to do that when it comes to love, where you spend a lot of time in fantasy and not in reality. So Spirit is saying there's been an adjustment here in the recent past. This could be you or the other person or both of you, where you had a tendency to start going towards a lot of fantastical expectation, moving things really fast. King of Wands is a faster moving energy. And as you invested, there was this illusionary aspect. And so Spirit was trying to course correct that, because if you are working with someone, whether it's new or old, and there is a limerence quality, or there's this obsessive quality, or this desire to make it something it isn't, it will not be sustainable. So you're trying to put a stop to that here in your movement forward. You're soul searching the pitfalls that I feel like both of you have done a little bit of it. When you properly invest, you also could be investing from a place of being fearful, bringing your fears into it from the past. This is also past energy that both of you have carried in from previous experiences, where you both could have a tendency to go towards fantasy, illusion, fear as you invest, which is going to undermine the connection. So that is transforming, where you're going to be focusing more on the day-to-day, the here and now, in the opening up and just being present with it. I'm getting that. Let's look at your energy. I'm sorry, your person's energy. What is your person's energy? They really want to nurture you. Ooh, they're holding back. They want to move forward. Ooh, they have a lot of love for you. Ooh, wow, double Empress. Goodness me. Whoa. They have a very strong desire for you, Aries. They're willing to take their time, but they're really holding back. They want to nurture this connection. I mean, we have the double Empress energy, all right? The basis of the reading here. This is their feelings for you, what they want. They want to nurture you from an open heart space. They're bringing a lot of emotional maturity. They're willing to take their time and be patient coming towards you, but they are holding back. There's a lot of depth here. They're holding back for some reason. I think they know that you have your guard up for whatever reason. This could be a relatively new investment because we have the Ace in the past. If not, this is about really investing from not bringing in past stuff anymore, forgiving, starting with a clean slate. Can you do that? Also a clean slate from anything, any baggage, emotional baggage from your romantic past for both of you. Wow. Aries, this person really, I think they love you. If it's a new person, I'm feeling like they're already in love with you. With these double Empress energies and the King of Cups. It's a very balanced energy of wanting to nurture the connection and wanting to show you love. And a willingness to be patient. I'm getting that they don't really want to hold back, but they know that they did something that made you question their intentions, their actions. Let's get into why. This Seven of Swords. Ooh, it can cause problems. When this little character shows up, he's a menace. There's been some sort of menace in your connection. What is this? Now, when I say he, it's an energy. Wow. There's so much mutual love here. And I'm telling you, if this is about self-love, you're on a journey here, Aries. A very, very deep, deep journey of self-love. Yeah. I know. There's a questioning, and there's been a continuous questioning, whether you're in a commitment or you're just starting to date this person, over, can I trust this? Is this going to give me everything that I want? There's a guard here, and there's previous wounds that are being brought into this connection. I don't feel like they're wounds that have occurred in the connection. Now, some of you, perhaps a fair share of both, where there's wounding that's gone on directly between you and this person, and there's wounding from previous people. Because you can't get to the Nine of Wands quickly. This is feeling a little bit tired when it comes to giving and receiving and trusting. The biggest message I'm getting here is that you have the opportunity to transform this connection, Aries, but it's really up to you and what you believe is possible. And are you willing to overcome and heal some of the wounds from your past this month and give this a new fresh look? What does your intuition tell you? This third eye's lit up, the pineal gland. There's something being directed through this energy around what does your intuition tell you about this person? What does your intuition tell you about this connection? There's a passionate new beginning here in the month of May, but also a protectiveness in the way the energy is being exchanged and a little bit of distrust. So work on that a little bit this month, Aries, the best you can. That's going to come down to that solitude that you're going to need, that unplugging from reinforcing limiting beliefs around love and the receiving of love. This person has good intentions, Aries. If they messed up, give them the opportunity to prove it to you. Let them do the work. Let them show you. I think that you're trying to transform the love from fear to love. All right. Where is this headed? Woo, you're making a judgment call. Where is this headed? It's hard, y'all. It's hard. I feel like it's hard to keep your heart open, Aries. I think both of you, it's hard. Look at this, she's passing judgment here. You're filtering your perception of this experience through this month, and where you're headed is, can you let the love flow? If you let it flow without the burden of it's so hard. It's so hard to keep my heart open, Jenna. I get it. But it feels like this is the work that's required if you really want to push through. It feels like a block is being removed, an obstacle, and this is an interior obstacle. Love is hard. Why can't it just be easy? Well, do you want to make it hard? Do they want to make it hard? Can you just let the love flow? Are you going to bring in fear, doubt, distrust, illusion, fantasy? Are you going to be in the here and now? Are you going to place unnecessary expectations? Are you going to go with the flow? This feels like they've come from this energy probably as well as you have from the past. If I don't trust love, I don't know about you. Let me find reasons that this isn't going to work before it even starts or restarts. Something has shifted in this person who is coming towards you. You are shifting as well, but you're the one that's like, you're going to have to prove it to me. This is what needs to be removed. Love isn't hard if you're letting it flow naturally and freely. So that's the work for the month of May around your heart space, Aries, for both of you. You're working past some wounds and some hurt, and I believe it's deeper than just the experiences you've had with this person. Once you do that, and a lot of you, this is about you opening up to self-love and in such an extraordinary way, healing from heartbreak in your recent past. You're on this beautiful journey of love this month in May. I believe a lot of you have someone that is you've had a difficult time with, whether it's just been a few months or a few years. But I do believe that you're both changing in remarkable ways as a result of this connection. Let's get some between the lines messages for the month of May. Ooh, just hit my elbow. Sorry about that. And then we're going to close it off with a relationship oracle. Overall, I think you're going to make the right decisions, Aries. You're going to drop this burden that you've been carrying. You're going to work on the healing. I also feel like this is a rebirth in your love life for the month of May. And you're going to open your heart. We're going to talk about this in June. But I think a lot of you were letting your guard down and opening up to a new love opportunity and working to resolve trust issues. I think you got off on the wrong foot, or you've been going through a really rough patch with someone that you're with. Unique. This is a very unique bond. You feel like this person is a very unique person on your path. There's been a lot of waiting. You've either waited for this love to come towards you and you haven't even met this person, or there's been some waiting aspect in this connection. That was on the bottom. Any more, Spirit? Between the lines for Aries in their love life for May. That one to come out. Cautious. Yeah, that's the word I was getting. Cautious. Takes risks. I think the person that you are thinking of, they want to take a risk on you. They're very physically fit. That's very attractive to you. Very physically fit. That's really like, ooh, that's a bonus. That's a bonus for you. It's very alluring. I think you really like their body. Let's see. Any more messages? Undecided. Yeah, you're undecided about this person. They're very charismatic. You might feel like they're a bit of a player. King of Wands sometimes has that aura. So just give it some time. Let it unfold. Work on the trust. Let them show you. Let them prove it to you, okay? Let's get the final message here with the relationship. I hope you have enjoyed this message. It's a bit different than my usual. Just wanted to go deep, take a deep dive into love this month. All right, expression. Number 19. Look at that. This is the sacred geometry of relationships. So this is another frequency that you're working with over the month of May in your love life. The frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication. Yeah. So this month, get creative. You could be communicating through all the senses this month. You could be communicating, one beautiful romantic thing that you can do for those of you who are working with this person already and you know them and you're trying to get to know them or reconnect. Write a love letter. Make sure you send those nice, sweet texts. Have great phone conversations. Maybe send them a video. Make them dinner. Give them a back rub. I mean, there's all these things. I feel like you're going to delight in a new way of expression on all the levels to reconnect with this person. I think that whatever energy that you have in the beginning of the month of May around being cautious and undecided because you're unsure about this person and their intentions and you've been clearing up some fears and some blocks, I think things are going to be shifting this month for you. All right, when it comes to your love life. I hope you enjoy this message. I wanted to also announce one reason, too, I wanted to bring in the love. I'm actually working on launching a new service. It's about relationship compatibility. It's based on you and the person that you were curious about and your compatibility. All right, so we're going to be taking a look at all kinds of aspects of your connection and the strong aspects and the aspects that, are cosmically oriented. So I'm looking at all these different layers. And when I talk about compatibility, this is about your soul blueprint around whether this person is a good match for you or not. It's actually a system based on your birthday, but there's ratings, there's different indexes, and it would be a full report that you would purchase. And then I will do an audio recording discussing that report. So there's no live aspect to it. It's something that you would purchase. I would get your information, you and their birth information, and then I will run a compatibility report to see if this is a good match for you or not, or what you can anticipate in the connection itself, what you could be bringing from past life karmic circumstances or cosmic future lessons, all that good stuff. So I will be launching that sometime in the coming months, and I'm still working on tweaking it out and making sure it's right the way I want it before I launch it as an actual service to purchase. So that's my message. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one, Aries. Take Take care.